Do you want to understand diversity? Well, Pythagoras once said the oldest, shortest words are yes and no, and require the most thought. Yet, even when decisions are difficult, you as a leader must choose. Hello, I am Juan Navarro. This is Advanced Quality Programs, and I invite you to explore the quality philosophies and concepts to apply them to our everyday life. Our workplaces are becoming increasingly diverse in terms of ethnicity, gender, age, and many other factors. Leaders in today's environment must demonstrate the courage to fulfill and harness the benefits of this diversity and create inclusive environments without hesitation. Without courage, we are unable to confront the biases, stereotypes, and systemic barriers that hinder our ability to lead inclusively. One of the most pervasive barriers to inclusion is the unconscious bias and prejudice we all have in ourselves. We often make quick judgments about others, which can lead to harmful conclusions that influence our decisions. These biases can hinder who we consider for hiring or for promotion, creating significant obstacles to diversity and inclusion. To overcome these challenges, we as leaders must possess the courage to confront these own biases we inherently have and challenge these beliefs to engage in difficult conversation about assumptions and all that is holding back our different approach to different groups of people. Leaders today must possess the courage to challenge the status quo. Diversity can disrupt established norms and practices. Often they lead to resistance from those who feel threatened by change. We, as a leader, encounter individuals who question the importance of diversity or diversity initiatives, or why certain individuals are receiving some support. But with courage, you enable yourself as a leader to address the concerns directly, to foster an open dialogue, and to create a culture of inclusion where all employees feel valued and heard. So courage is essentially a tool to navigate in external pressures. In today's business landscape, society expects fairness, and leaders in this environment must show the courage to champion this diversity, not only for ethical reasons, but also to the strategical advantage that means. Companies that put priority on diversity are more likely to attract and retain talent that is among these people, fostering a more innovative culture and are better adapting challenges that we are facing in this rapid changing world. A global executive research firm conducted a long-term study of thousands of CEO candidates and discovered that decisiveness and courage are the critical factors for success. Why? Because anyone can avoid taking risks. They can remain still and be on the background. The thing is that these people, these leaders, are indecisive and their followers lose friend. Organizations falter. If leaders cannot provide a clear direction, take decisions, how can their teams follow them or know where they are heading to? So executive leaders often face tough decisions, and they are mostly full of uncertainty and risks. One leader I know said that the hardest choices always end up on his desks. He believed that he was making too many easy decisions. He wasn't doing his job properly if he was just doing easy decisions. Instead, he needed to make the difficult choices that others weren't able to do or were afraid to take. Making tough decisions can sometimes make you unpopular and you will feel alone. But being an executive leader requires you to have courage and to make tough choices, even when there's a lot of pressure, confusion, and opposition. And that's why you are there. So how do you do it? make quick, clear decisions, and be prepared to explain. If others disagree, you become a better decision maker. Think strategically. Get input from many people, important people, and consider different viewpoints. Focus on the most critical problems. Look at the underlying causes of the problem. Come up with different solutions. Think about the possible outcomes. Distinguish between decisions you can change and decisions you can't. Think of them as those doors that can be open in both ways, and your decisions can be challenged in those both ways, allowing you to experiment back and forth until you have the faster way to solve the problem. Always question your beliefs, biases, and the things that you learn from the previous experience, from taking that decision. Encourage others to challenge you. We all need people to push, and we have to be also open to get support. When we are taking courage, when we are courageous, it helps others to be courageous too. So talk to people. Talk to people you trust for advice. Being decisive can sometimes feel lonely, but you don't have to be alone. A study of McKinsey found that most successful CEOs in the world are courageous and bold. They are always striving to be better. Having a bold attitude is what sets the best leaders apart. A leader that you need to be is the one who makes decisions. Think carefully and is courageous to act quickly. When Jeff Bezos started Amazon as an online bookstore, people didn't know what to do. They didn't trust giving their credit card on the internet, and an online company seemed dangerous. However, Amazon's first month went without any advertisement and sold books to all states in America and to 45 countries. How did they do that? Well, Jeff Bezos simply asked 300 people he knew to tell their friends and family about Amazon. Because of the strong relationships he had built over time, these 300 people recommended Amazon to others, and they created a huge hype effect. So what we learned from this? Building strong relationships is often what you need to become a strong leader. Long before the internet existed, Jeff Bezos could have never predicted the success of Amazon, but he knew that having strong relationships and connections would help him to take the decision of going forward with his enterprise, and as one of the best leaders, he built a strong and diverse relationship with people at all levels, from senior executives to junior employees, and with people from different backgrounds and cultures. That's the way he was able to increase his impact. So how do you create a diverse network? First, search for seniors than you. Seek guidance from older people, more experienced people. Build a network of mentors who can advise you, coach you, and support you. Many successful leaders are really willing to mentor you and younger people for the best. We also need to find juniors, younger people. They always are more adaptable minds. Everyone should have a younger friend or younger team who is able to be mentored, who can be teach about the new perspective, and the next generation will also provide you with new insights from things that you don't even know. And you also need some peers. You need to build a group who can support you, challenge you, and motivate you. This can help you to grow and succeed faster. Change is challenging, and leading change is even more difficult. So you have to be courageous. Top executives often need to implement the most significant changes and challenges. That's why you have to be both courageous. And something that can guide you on this process is following the following steps. First, explain why change is necessary and urgent. Address the fear and resistance that change often causes by highlighting the negative consequences of staying in the same place and the positive benefits of embracing the change. Second, share a positive vision of the future after the change. This vision should include everyone, in the organization and the team from top to bottom. Every person and every part of the company contributes to the overall culture. Create a plan for implementing change. Get support from key people, identify challenges, and innovate with everyone. Gather everyone's ideas and culture, priority, and potential obstacles. Create a list of core values and share with your team what are you doing and what's the plan. Empower your team to drive the change. Look for people who are passionate about this new vision and that new state you are willing to implement. Monitor your progress and make adjustments as you go. Focus behind the change implemented. Effective and celebration of success depends on it. Share your progress with others and learn from the experience applying all these steps once again. Ultimately, to succeed in today's interconnected world, leaders need to embrace the diversity and build relationships with people from all walks of life. You don't shy away from people who have different opinions or backgrounds. They are important for your growth. The goal is to learn from them and gain new perspectives. If necessary, take steps to connect with these individuals more closely. These are the relationships that could have a biggest impact in your career and propel you forward. And that was it for this week. Don't forget to hit like if you find the information useful. I will appreciate you sharing the podcast and your ideas on the comment section. I appreciate everybody that has acquired the book Life Quality Projects, Quality Principles, and your comments and ratings on Amazon and Goodreads. Before leaving, I leave you with a quote from Marie Curie. We cannot know how far the influence of our actions will reach. Don't forget to hit the bell and see you next week.